Alright, so, as with every video, a nerdgasm a day keeps the doctors away. And you can trust me, because I am not a fucking doctor. Those bastards like to kill people. Now, I went to a flea market toy show yesterday. And I got a lot of really cool shit. Really fucking cheap. Maybe because I've been buying as a collector slash shitty reseller. You know, reselling what I want for like 8-10 years. I have a couple people that I get hooked up with because, one hand washes the other. So this is basically everything I got. And it's a fucking lot. And I would say probably like 75 to 85% of it is vintage stuff. Now, I hate the term vintage. Vintage is fucking stupid ass term. But technically speaking, if I remember correctly, vintage is anything that's over 20 years old. So anything that came out before 2004 is technically fucking vintage, which is fucking stupid, but I'm just doing it for that matter. Just mostly everything's before 2005. There's a few newer items, but a lot of it's older stuff. There's some 80s stuff in here too. Anything that I know the price of, I'll kind of put it out there, but I don't know what I paid for everything, each individual item, because with my buddies, so the guy I buy off of, I make a pile, and he tells me a price, and it's always been a really good price, so I just don't even bother with the prices anymore. So the first thing that we do have is I got the die-cast for the DeLorean from Back to the Future, and I got all three of them. Yeah, the boxes are a little bit beat up, but there's only $5 a piece, which really isn't that bad. It's not like I'm paying a shit ton. So for $5 a piece, I really couldn't say no. I don't really see a lot of Back to the Future stuff in yard sales or flea markets. So I was like, fuck it, I'm going to grab those. Now, just speaking of cars, I also got a vintage Ecto, whatever the fuck you call the car from Ghostbusters. This is cool. I usually do not find vintage Ghostbusters. If I do, it's like one item here, one item there. It might be a figure. But this is fucking cool. So we got that too. And we're going to keep on going. I got a V-Trooper's lunchbox. This I did pay $5 for. This is cool. I have lunchboxes. Unfortunately, it does not have the thermos, but it's still fucking cool. I'm not going to say no. I don't really see V-Trooper, RX Trooper stuff that often. So I picked it up. Now we're going to continue. Like I said, this is going to be a lot of shit. I kind of went nuts because when I see stuff, older stuff specifically, for reasonable prices, if not really stupid cheap prices, I can't help myself. Now I got a GoBot collector's case, hard plastic. This one's actually cool because GoBots I don't really see, and I've actually never actually seen one of these at a flea market. So either they do show up and the first person that sees it buys it, or they just don't exist. But I thought that was cool. Fucking collector case for GoBots. Again, another item that I usually don't see too much of. I did get a troll that has the packaging still, and I think I only paid like $1 or $2 for this thing. But what's nice is I see a lot of trolls, but I never really see the packaging. So I thought that was cool. Like I said, a lot of it is going to be kept for me. Some of it is going to be sold so I can keep what I do want for free and make $1 or $2 great. But I'm not going to rip people off and look up an item that goes for 40 and put 50 on it. If I can sell an item that goes for 40 for like 25, I'm a happy camper. They get a good deal. But we are going to continue our merry little way. Like I said, I cannot stress it's a lot of shit. I couldn't help myself. When I see cool shit at a reasonable price, I really cannot say no. Shall we continue? This I thought was freaking cool. For those of you who don't know what this is, it's a cap gun. I want to say it came from Japan. I cannot tell, but it is it's a vintage cap gun, which I thought was freaking cool. Never seen one of these. This I am keeping because that's just fucking awesome. Now we're gonna continue. Like I said, it was all really stupidly cheap. I love it when I can actually afford to be a nerd and get cool shit for a reasonable price and not have to get my left testicle. We got G.I. Joe, Metal Army guy, with fucking G.I. Joe kicking action. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. I got him, which he's cool. I mean, I might end up selling this one just because, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of G.I. Joe. I mean, don't get me wrong, G.I. Joe's not bad, but it's not like I'm a huge fan. So if I can get like a couple bucks or whatever, you know, make a couple on it, I'm happy, little camper. So there's G.I. Joe. Now we're going to continue going. It was not lying when I said it's a lot. I did get this. Masters of the Universe. And it's fucking vintage. 1983. I think I paid $3 for this thing. So that was cool. I love finding 80s toys. Flea market, regular flea market wise, it's always a pain in the ass because like the very first person that sees them, they want to get this and they want to take shit like this and they want to charge top dollar to flea market. Fuck those guys. I like nice shit too. I'm gonna pop them right there. Now, next item I got, which I believe this is from Bakugan. Cool figure. I didn't even know Bakugan did figures like this. But that guy is cool. And like I said, I probably paid like $1 or $2 if that. And no, it's not Bakugan. No, it might be. It's either Bakugan or Ben 10, I can't tell. Now this is definitely vintage and old school. I could not help myself. I mean, I'm going to say it is a little bit yellowing, but I forget which one it is. It's either Silverhawks or Thunderhawks or something on that boat. But I don't usually see this shit that often. I don't know how I'm going to be able to clean it out. But I couldn't really say no because, again, it was a stupidly cheap price. But yeah, 80s. Fucking awesome. Now we're going to keep on going. I got Doctor Who figures. Cool. Cool. I'm not a big fan of Doctor Who, but it does sell, so again, I'm just trying to keep what I want. Unfortunately, I have to get stuff to redo it on it. But again, I'm not ripping people off. I also got the Journal of Impossible Things, Doctor Who. Now to keep on going. Like I said, I'm actually kind of surprised I got nearly as much as I did. This I've never actually seen. So this is cool. A balancing game for Mario. It is still sealed. But that I thought was really cool. I think I might keep that. Because that's definitely different. Now, we're going to still continue. I got a Jurassic Park Triceratops. I think it was like $4. Like I said, could not believe I was getting half this shit for the amount that I was paying for it. I don't know if they didn't care or what. But it was like really nice to be able to get a bunch of shit. Really cool shit, different shit. You know. Yeah, everyone does Star Wars, you can do it on it, but I like different oddball shit that you don't stereotypical see. Kind of like this. This I am keeping, but Quick Draw McGraw for Viewmaster. That's cool. And that, I think that she just gave it to me. And the last one in this box, which I want to say she charged me $4 for it. And it's definitely, it's the reproduction one, but I mean for $4. How are you going to say no for $4? You really can't. So that's going to be the first box out of everything. Yeah. So that's the first box. Like I said, it's a lot of really cool, random, oddball, like in those boxes stuff that I got a nerd. There's nothing wrong with being a nerd. But I like cool shit. And I feel like I lucked out going yesterday. Did I spend more than I wanted to? Yeah. But comparatively speaking, the amount that I spent and what I got, like, it's kind of shocking on how much some of this shit goes for. I was trying to make a little bit of room. Put that up here. Like I said, that's just one box. You always gotta go to the yard sales and flea markets. Yeah, you might not always find exactly what you're looking for, but everything shows up. And everything definitely does show up at yard sales or flea markets at some point. And it's like one of those, yeah, you could be an ass and you can sit there and you can spend the left nut to get some of the toys like that, vintage toys. But then you're just feeding the asshole scalpers that somebody's going to put, say, $5 for an item. And it could be a $200 item. And that person's going to be like, you take 3? Fuck those guys. Don't be those guys. If you see a really expensive toy and somebody says $5, just pay them the motherfucking $5. Like, seriously. I hate that when people are like that cheap that they have to go for a couple more dollars when they know they're going to make like $100, $200. Do you really have to sit there and try to knock off 2 more fucking dollars? It's the biggest way to have me say, get the fuck out of my face, you stupid fucking cunt. Now, I'm going for the next box, which I think is packaging stuff. Actually, I'm going to do this one first. This was a cool find, and this I got a really cool deal on it. But, they had a bunch of like vintage figures from the 80s, early 90s. Ghostbusters, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and Masters of the Universe. And I asked what she would do for all of them, and she said literally $1 a piece. For fucking all of them. Yes, it's just the figures. Not really many of the weapons, but still at $1 a piece, you really can't go wrong for, you know, Ghostbusters, Masters of the Universe, got the turtle bike. Like, you cannot go wrong. At $1 a piece. Like, you'd be stupid to sit there and, you know, you say, nah, I'm not going to do that. Like I said, some of these I'm going to keep, some of these are not. Like, I can tell you I'm keeping Metalhead over here. But like I said, $1 a piece, I really couldn't say no. Because it's just like, that's like a stupid fucking good deal. Especially when it's like the 3 of them. So, like, you Masters of the Universe, Ghostbusters, which I think I only have the 4 main guys for the Ghostbusters, none of the enemies. But I definitely have, there's definitely a decent amount of Masters of the Universe. Masters, I love the vintagey shit. They're also in pretty decent shape too. Boom. Like I said, any of them that I want to keep, I am going to be keeping. And if I don't, I'm not going to charge an arm and a leg. You know, if it goes for 20, I'll put like fucking 10 on it. You know, maybe if somebody wants a better deal or whatever, if they got a few of them, I'm not trying to rip people off. I literally just want to keep my shit that I want to keep. But like I said, this bag was beautiful. This is probably the newest thing I bought. Fuck the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But like, for $1 a piece, I lucked the fuck out. Now, we're going to go on to the next. Now I'm going to go on to the next box, which is, as soon as I get these wrapped up, and like I said, still going to be going. Even right now, I still have 2 tubs of box and a really big bag. Yeah. I also did end up getting this, which is not really vintage, but it's cool. It's a Lego pen. I don't think I paid much. You might have just given it to me because I got a little decent pile. Now we're going up to this one, which after this, it's pretty much going to be all packaged figures outside of one. And I am going to save the best 2 items, in my personal opinion, for last. But in this, like I said, I went nuts because it's just cool. Like, I love shit when it's actually reasonably priced. Like, you can't really go wrong. I got a Pokemon manga, anime manga, Yogi Bear coloring book, etch and sketch games and puzzles. This was cool. The second volume of My Hero Academia, which I think she charged $2. And then I got some comic books. They had them at $1 a piece. The first one for Dr. Jekyll and Hyde, Superheroes, 26. The Destructor, Man from Atlantis. I got Plastic Man, which that's cool. Fucking 12-cent comic book and actually really good shape too. Spider-Man and Alpha Fight. I'm not sure why I have it in there. Early Days of the Knights and Humans. And I got a couple Captain Marvel comics too. Buck a piece. I like the comics. Most of the comics I just keep because I kind of read them. Once in a while I'll sell a few of them, but it is what it is. All depends on what I feel like on any given day. Now is for the fun time. One moment. I'm going to try to lift this up. Like I said, I just went nuts because it's like flea markets are coming up. So at least I have a spread of stuff. But I did get some older Marvel Legends 2007. But we got Bucky, a Hydra Soldier, these are not packaged figures, but they're still cool. Heat changing Pac-Man mugs. Like I said, I really just, the amount of shit that I got, I was ecstatic. We got Tulip from Preacher. We got Marvel Universe, the Build-A-Figure Legends with Hitmonkey. Now this I thought was cool, but it's like a model kit. Weirdos, Car, Icky, Digger, Dragster, and it's never been opened. Like, how can you say no? I think I paid like $3 for this thing. Like I said, it's definitely, I got good deals all around. Definitely had a NERDGASM in there. Now I did get some Warhammer 40k, which this is newer, but I like Warhammer 40k. I got 3 different ones. Got this guy for Warhammer 40k. And I got this one for Warhammer 40k. I like Warhammer 40k. It's not like I can find it all that time. I know they're newer, but I wasn't going to pay whatever the fuck the price they had on them at Walmart. I think it was something stupid like $25-30. That was when like the pandemic hit and everyone was just spending money out the yin yang and they jacked the prices up for everything. Alright, so we're going to continue. And have another box of packaged stuff. Just give me a moment to repack this up and then go to the next one. The rest of it should be all packaged stuff. And all of that stuff, like, I would say mid-2000s to mid-90s, maybe early 90s. I wish it was packaged stuff from the 80s, but we all know that that stuff does not show up that often packaged. It barely even shows up loose, let alone packaged. Like I said, I could have even gotten more. I just didn't want to go I didn't want to spend my last testicle. My buddy gave me a really good deal on it. I'm a nerd, and I can actually afford it. That's always nice, especially when it comes to like getting some of the older stuff. So let me finish this up here. Pac-Man Muggies. I guess I'll just put those up there for now. And cool. Like I said, we are still going. I am saving the last 2 items, best items in my opinion, for last. Which one of them I'm like, holy shit, I can't believe I got it. Another tub. This one's actually pretty cool tub on it. So we got the packaged Savage Land. It has a little bit of damage in the back, but fuck it, not get paid much. I got these Space Riders for Professor X, which again, that was cool. Another one. These were cool. I think I have 2 of them. The other one might be in the other box. But McFarlane's Dragons. Boom. Still packaged. Which that was cool. Got this little dopey guy making fun of fucking one of the Godzilla bad guys. I just thought it was funny. Let's see. You got Batman, the Killer Croc. Boom. Let's see. We got X-Men 2099 Dominic Sidekick figure. Like I said, what I paid for most of these, I'm not going to bitch in or complain. You got the X-Men Weapon X. You got the Green Goblin. Boom. Green Goblin. Like I said, it's not all super vintage, but some of it is older, meaning like mid-90s at this point. But hey, if something came out in 1994, guess what? It's fucking 30 years old. We got Stealth Armor Iron Man. Another one for X-Men 2099. He did have a Predator NECA, which that was cool. Boom. He had this. I thought was cool. I've never actually seen these, but this was fucking cool. It's like a play set for X-Men. It has all the guys. You pop them out. He had a few more, but somebody else already got them. But at least I managed to snag one. I thought that this was fucking cool. I've never seen him before. So I just thought, yeah, I'm gonna fuck with it. Especially since I deal with him so often. He always gives me really good prices. Like, I'm never gonna bitch about it. The more the merrier. Now we got 2 of them, which I don't know what these are from. I don't know if they're an IP or if it's just somebody that created figures. But I've never freaking seen them. But Stan Winston Creatures, these are freaking cool. Like, I don't know if anyone knows anything on these. A little bit hard to see on it. But that was fucking cool. But I managed to snag, I only had 2 of them. Crippler. That's a very fitting name. And The Day the World Ended, The Visitor. Mwahahaha. Never heard of these. I just was like, these things look fucking cool. They're heavy too. They're like probably like 5 pounds. They're big. I thought these are fucking awesome. So I wasn't gonna say no. Now that's that tub. Now I'm gonna have one more tub, and then I think it's 3 items in the bag. Like I said, I saved my personal favorite 2 items for the very last that I would consider the best items that I got. Maybe not others, but it's all my opinion. My opinion, not yours. I don't care. Fuck you. One of them I know you guys are gonna fucking love. The other one, I got such a good deal on it that I couldn't really say no. So far, so good. But like I said, I'm trying to get some stuff. Some of the stuff might go up. Like I might keep some of the X-Men stuff, but I'm gonna probably sell some of it because the hope is to make a couple bucks, but be able to keep, I would say, like half for free. Because being a nerd, I mean, I have like 750 to 1,000 totes and tubs downstairs, if not more, at this point. All basically for free. Because I've been doing this for like 8 years now. Just sell what I don't want, keep what I do want. But you never know what the fuck you're gonna find. Like this is like kind of like prime example of you never know what the fuck you're gonna find. So you always gotta look. It's always worth the hunt. Just don't be a jackass. If it's a really expensive item and they say like $5-10, don't be like you take 3, take 2, you take a fucking peso. Wanna know what? I'd be like you take it, go fuck yourself. And then they get mad. They get mad. They get all pissy. When they offer $1, you say 20, they offer $1, and you tell them, fuck off, bitch. Somehow they get pissy, like, what? You're gonna insult somebody like that? I am gonna use that shit. This is the last tub, and then I have 3 more items. Again, more packagey stuff. I got the Marvel Legends of Cyclops, 2007. We got Iron Man, Ironmonger. That's all packaged. Marvel History, The Dark Side. I think I might actually have 2 of these. I grabbed 2. Yeah, I did grab 2. So I got 2 of these. We got Batman, Mr. Freeze. This motherfucker right here. We got Spider-Man Web Splashers. And he really floats in water. Holy shit. He's made of plastic. Of course he does. We got Spider-Man Vampire Wars. Like I said, I literally could have probably gotten more. Like he had a shit ton, but I had to kind of go quick because a lot of this stuff was being sold and making piles and it was going quick. So I just kind of grabbed whatever the fuck I could that I knew I kind of wanted. We got Marvel Supervillains, The Vault, High Security Prison Lockdown, Sturgeon. We got, this one was different. I don't normally see Bugs Life toys. If I was like Bugs Life, I am gonna fuck with Bugs Life. And I got another dragon. Boom. McFarlane's Dragons. Like I said, it was a nice little spread. I have to decide what I'm going to want to keep, what I'm not going to want to keep. I have no clue at this point. All I know is I'm not a doctor, and I'm not going to try to kill you and make you pay for it. That's all I can tell you. Alright? And now, the last 3 items that I managed to snag. Like I said, one was my personal favorite, but I got a vintage car from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Boom, 1989. I also managed to get this unopened Lego kit for Optimus Prime for $60 fucking dollars. That is a steal at $60. I want to open it, but I don't, because that's gonna going up. But it's 1,500 pieces, but $60. I was like, fuck it, I am grabbing it because that's fucking awesome. And the final item, and this is like my personal favorite, because this is like an item that I never really see. If you do see them, they're usually beat to piss. It's missing a lot of the shit on it. But I managed to find the Masters of the Universe playset, vintage, 1984 or 3. And what's even better, now these are notorious for not being complete, missing all kinds of pieces. It's basically all complete in there. Like, I have all the cardboard stuff. I have everything in there. I think it's missing like a gun and a weapons rack, and that's it. This thing's like fucking 95, 96% complete. I paid fucking $20 for this motherfucking thing. $20! And they are fucking expensive. This is my personal favorite item that I picked up. And I think I just lucked out because either they thought it was a reproduction or everyone else there didn't know it, or they thought they're going to charge way the fuck more for it. I'll never be afraid to ask. The worst I could say is expensive. You go, oh, that's too much for me, and walk off. But for $20, this was a fucking score and a half. I wish I could find shit like this all the fucking time. But it just doesn't happen that way. But that's definitely one of the core items that I picked up, that I'm ecstatic that I got. I mean, I should probably sell it because, you know, money is money. But when the fuck am I going to see one of those, like, almost 100% complete, and it's going to be $20? Never. That's when. That was a fucking steal and a half, and I loved it. That thing was my favorite thing that I got. But that's basically everything that I picked up yesterday from the flea market. And what's even worse, it's just starting. He does it every 2 weeks, and once the flea markets hit up, I'll be selling stuff, and I'll be selling stuff that I don't want, and that just means I'm going to be picking up more shit. But this was definitely just well needed. Loved it. Got a bunch of cool shit. Now I have to sort through it and see what I actually want to keep and what I don't. But hey, thanks for watching the video. I hope you like the all the toys and the vintage stuff. And remember, before you buy something in a store, wait a little bit. You'll probably see it at a yard sale or flea market. Everything fucking ends up there. And again, fuck doctors.